drive to Steven's house. Listen, Captain Falcon in his freaking car that you drive on Nintendo 64 couldn't have got to Steven's house faster than I would. I come back, Maxor drops a video. I stop streaming for a couple more days. I come back, Martin done dropped the video. Restarting Minecraft after every death. There's no way he did this. There's no way he restarted Minecraft after every death. I will lose my
Hello
mind.
again. Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
You and I have met in a bit of a pickle. You see, I'm stuck on an island in the middle of the sky. It's just me, this acacia tree, and a few blocks of grass. Now, you may be asking questions like, Mart, why are you stuck? And Mart, how did you end up here? And Mart, what made you abandon me as an 8-year-old child in 2003? Well, let's start at the beginning. A few days ago, I routed my friends up, set up a Minecraft server, and got to work on my next great video. It had the perfect plan. Play with my friends in hardcore. But if anyone dies, that's it. We delete the world and start fresh. But you know what? You don't have to start fresh. Opera GX. That's right, fuckos. This video is sponsored by Opera GX, the most web browser ever made. Do you struggle with the lack of notifications? You don't? Well, I think you do. You clearly aren't distracted enough. It's time to cram every app and website under the sun into your browser. Twitch streams, Discord chats, heinous TikToks, your mother's extreme.
You put your Discord chat in Opera GX? Man, what have I been doing?
This WhatsApp group, lobotomize yourself. Wah! Dopamine blast. Wah! Subway surfers. Wah! If that doesn't stop the voices, then it's time to visit the GX Corner, your one-stop shop for all things Mart. You can watch my 12 latest videos, all at the same time. You can find wonderful free games like Raid, Shadow Legends, and even games journalism. That's right, the GX Corner is also your one-stop shop for all your gaming wisdom, news, and,
Never downloading Cuphead, alright? I seen some gameplays on that. I will lose my mind playing that game.
You're still not convinced? How about my brand new mod? Open a tab, close a tab. Add my classic background music. Okay. And you want it to go in whenever you type. Okay, that's far too silly. Let's make things a bit more formal. Maybe you want my epic wallpaper. Well, guess what? It's in my mod. And maybe you want your Discord tab to look like this. Okay, you seem pretty convinced, but you're afraid you'll lose your 15 tabs of smut and filth. Be not afraid. Opera GX can
I just want to know why a couple of those search results were blurred out up there, Martin. What you been looking up, man? Come on, this is a safe space. We won't say anything, okay, about what you were looking up, but we need to know.
For your bookmarks, cookies, Chrome extensions, and your very questionable browsing history. Want to pimp out your browser just like mine? Use my link in the pinned comment or description below to download Opera GX today and get my sick wallpaper. Thank you once again to Opera GX for sponsoring this segment. And anyway, back to the video. In this Minecraft challenge, we had only one goal: kill the Ender Dragon and finish the game. As you can imagine, this did not go down as smoothly as one might have hoped.
Oh, fuck!
So,
Hold up, so they played as a team, and if anybody died, there's no way. There's no way.
why don't I take you back to the start of this terrible adventure? Let us begin. Day 1. To make this challenge a bit more interesting, we had installed the voice chat mod. So, before the others got on, Tristan and I did a few practice runs to test it out. We didn't think we'd actually finish it, and of course, we did not. Practice run number 1. We got our bearings, mined some iron, waddled around a bit, and found the entrance to this cave, where Tristan inexplicably decided to jump into this water.
Are we doing this? Doing it!
He missed. Attempt 2. We did pretty much the exact same thing, and, well...
Watch this speed hack, right? Go like this.
Attempt 3. Tristan got bludgeoned to death by an iron golem. Attempt 4. We got a few more people on, built this little base, built a portal, went on through, and Tristan, at the very first opportunity...
Died again!
Fell into a lava lake. Attempt 5. I got brutally assaulted by piglins. And attempt 6. I got brutally assaulted by piglins. The boys were now online, which concluded our preliminary attempts. Now on to the main event, which I assure you would only be getting much worse. Okay, for real this time, day 1, attempt 1. Our spawn location for today was this beachy,
Did he just say day one? Oh, Lord Jesus. Help this man, bruh. Help this man.
jungly sort of place. Wood, check. Tools, check. Flint and steel, check. Animals burning in their own flesh, check. We had absolutely no plan. So, why not do some sightseeing?
Oh, look at that! That's a cool lake.
I like that lake.
This reminds me of Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay, Tristan,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any gang warfare yet.
Generally, things were going well. Now, remember, we had absolutely no plan, so when the sun inevitably set and the mobs inevitably spawned, we had no choice but to run away
Look at the zombie on
and hide in a cave. In this cave is where we hatched our plan for the base.
You guys can go mining. We're gonna build a lighthouse like here-ish.
This is a terrible spot to put a lighthouse, by the way.
We're gonna build
No,
a lighthouse
not
in a
not
cave.
here.
Yeah, who exactly are we guiding?
How are they about to die?
Oh,
right
you
now?
fucking idiot.
Maybe this isn't the best spot for a lighthouse,
Build
so
that
how about,
for
here? Tristan and my friend Arlo were clearly not interested.
Hey guys, your lighthouse looks like shit.
Now, despite them insulting our beautiful lighthouse, I later joined them in a mining expedition. Without iron armor, people can die from all sorts of very silly things, so getting some for everybody was our first priority. And of course, we always need diamonds.
I found diamonds.
Who doesn't love some good old diamonds?
Yes, sir.
Where are you guys? Hello.
I will admit to not having the best sense of direction, particularly in Minecraft caves. So when I went one way and Arlo and Tristan went the other, I got lost.
Hello.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub.
Hello.
Caves are spookier with proximity chat. One moment you're good, you're talking, and the next, silence.
Gone.
Just you
That's how real caves
and
are.
the
though,
mines.
You said, where'd you go?
Oh, boys.
Where'd you go?
Where are you guys?
Where are you?
Me.
Also,
I found you guys.
Oh, I thought he was about to die.
Once I found them again, we surfaced and went our separate ways. I returned to the lighthouse, and they returned to their own spot across the water. The lighthouse had come along quite nicely, and Tristan was even kind enough to gift us a clock.
now you know when it's night and day.
Now I know when it's
I
night
like
time.
you can't look outside and find that out.
Ben, however, not content with this gift, decided to follow them and track down this mystery base they were hiding at. I followed. Their base was, rather unremarkable. But they did have these, one of which was filled with stuff.
They stole
Naturally,
it.
Ben stole it.
Ben stole my
Thievery,
fucking
man.
chest, man.
Out here playing Minecraft, they turn it into freaking Ark. See how it is, man. Your friends are never your friends. This is why you can't let them know where you stay.
Man.
Ben, you.
Now, Tristan isn't exactly one to take things lying down, and Ben had gone too far this time. Making things even worse, I did this.
Feverishly building mine.
How big?
Oh no, the crops. The
Oh my
crops,
god,
man.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
The boat. You also
How
sunk the
much-
chest boat button.
Now, it wasn't all bad. Sure,
Did you get the
I had
stuff
sunk
out?
all of Tristan's prized possessions to the bottom of the ocean, but it led us down to a cool underwater cave,
There's got to be a way you could like build something around it and drain the water out. There's got to be.
in which we utilized the door method.
I don't know how people die in like underwater caving expeditions. Just bring a freaking door, you imbecile.
Just bring a door.
This little underwater cave went quite deep. Deep enough, in fact, that I found some diamonds. And as we all know, nothing bad ever happens after finding diamonds.
Well, they coming to get their lick back.
Now, you may be thinking, damn, this Tristan guy is an asshole. He just blew up our lighthouse and
True.
killed poor, innocent Ben in cold blood. Well, you'd be right, but that wouldn't be an accurate retelling of events. Now, watch closely. Tristan sneaks into the lighthouse, places his first TNT, it explodes, sticks his second TNT down, it also explodes, and sticks his third TNT down. Now watch Ben closely. Watch the cogs turn in this man's head. Ben has a decision to make. Escape the explosion or defend the lighthouse and fight off.
And he died, so they had to restart. Holy. There's no way. There's no way.
Tristan. Ben chose neither of these options. Instead, he walked into the TNT and removed all his armor, framing Tristan in his own suicide. Ben, you're an absolute rat bastard. And so, attempt number 2. The beginning of our deterioration. Village, check. Bell, check. Bucket, check. Fuck it. Let's go to the nether. So we went to the nether. Was going to the nether a good idea? I could just tell someone was going to fall in a pool of lava and die. Lucky for me though, no one fell in a pool of lava and died. Instead, our friends Tobias and Nathan, in their infinite, smooth-brained wisdom, decided
They broke the portal.
to try and break the overworld portal with stone tools, which wouldn't have actually done anything. And even better, during this process,
Yeah, I would have to like do this with a team of people in the same room as me. So if they did something like this, I could smack them in the back of the head. What are you doing? Out here dying.
they died. Attempt 3. Another savannah. Wood, check. Stone, check. And Tobias has died to a creeper again.
Oh my god, fucking Tobias. Fucking Tobias.
Attempt 4. Forest spawn. Wood, check. Tools, check. Really big hole, check.
Race the bottom.
1 block of water down.
Attempt 5. Time to run fast. You know what's better than
With Sonic's cheeks out, I'm not even about to rewind it because we're not getting demonetized.
beating the game, picking a direction at random, and just running away? We went extremely fast. Way too fast to speak coherently. So fast that
Shoot. Yeah, pigs. Oh, pigs. Yeah. Food. Quick. Speed run.
There he is! It's modern! I'll give him a lily pad. Lily pad.
we went mole mode.
Mole mode.
Excavated an area, found an underwater cave, unwent mole mode, and found this cool floating island thing where my friend Steven, whose name I cannot show for legal reasons, did this.
Oh no!
Alright, well.
Attempt 6.
Ice spice.
Yes, Ben. That's right.
Bro, never mind.
Ice Spice. Instead of doing something productive, we ran towards the Ice Spice biome and built some boats. And then suddenly, my friend Jackie fell and died. Attempt 7. We were getting tired, and Tristan in particular was somewhat losing his mind.
Oh wait, can you use Mobble's cobblestone?
Mobble
Cobblestone.
cobblestone.
Bobby stone.
How come these Bruce trees are 4x4?
These Bruce trees?
Fucking hell.
So you know what? Staircase. If you're wondering why we're building a staircase instead of finishing the game, staircase.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, that was a recipe
Ben
for
did just
disaster
die,
anyway.
but instead of restarting, staircase. Stephen was also building a competing wood staircase next to our marble cobblestone staircase, which resulted in predictable shenanigans.
We need to hit Steven off the
Yeah,
edge.
you're gonna have to make the jump across and hit him off.
2.
Wait, are we at
One.
height yet? Here. Wait.
Ben then made the regrettable mistake of looking at an Enderman.
Oh yeah, you're done.
Oh, let's go.
Bringing it up there.
It's so chill up here. It's just playing like the music, real chill like.
The music, chill.
Martin, want me to? Martin, I can jump across.
Save me!
Yo, buddy, track him down.
Bruh.
That's like that DJ Metcalf. I know y'all know the clip I'm talking about. That they threw an interception. That boy tracked him down. It was like a freaking horse.
And
Running. I mean, not anything else. Cause I wouldn't. Anyway.
okay, that's enough. Day 1 was over. We got off furthest on our first attempt, and for all the rest, we died in under 10 minutes. Our highest
He said
milestone was
LeBron
reaching the
James
nether.
retiring?
Sorta.
Mm-mm.
This was definitely
Alright, well.
harder than I thought it would be. And so, we move on to Day 2. Day 2 did not start off well. Attempt 8. A swamp spawn. We found this cool sandy mountain thing, did a bit of quarrying, and collectively decided, this place sucks.
I think we have to migrate, guys.
It was time to find promising new land. And before we knew it, on the horizon was promising new land. Ben, upon seeing our promising new land, had this to say.
This is promising new land.
However, fact checkers would later state that this land was not promising. We continued, and before we knew it, promising new land. So of course, wood, check. Tools, check. Cave, check.
Did you guys fucking hear that?
Did
you guys hear that?
It
sounds like somebody's breaking in!
Yes, Tobias. Someone was breaking in. Into Ben.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Attempt 9.
My man
Guess
walking
what?
around with one heart.
Another swamp spawn.
Oh, no. Killing Steven. Where the fuck, Steven? Where the fuck, Steven?
No, look.
Killing Steven!
So once again, wood, check. Tools, check. But now, quarry time.
Steven, mute yourself. Kill him.
Who keeps hiccuping, man? It's the hiccup gnome. Oh my god, the hiccup gnome's in the server.
At the bottom of our tunnel, we had found this funky underwater cave, in which we utilized the door method once again. Well, most of us used it. Everyone except for my friend Simon. Attempt 10. Not a swamp spawn. Immediately, we had good vibes from this one.
I'm getting good vibes from this, Martin. I'm getting good vibes from this.
We had spawned next to a village, which is always a good thing. You know what else is a good thing? 8 hours of sleep. And we are a bunch of sleepy boys.
I've got 3 beds.
Guys,
Okay,
Seamus
good.
died. Oh,
Oh my
Seamus died.
Now, we all pointed and laughed. We were like, damn, Seamus, you must suck. Everyone knows you don't just punch a golem. Well, that's what we all thought. But upon reviewing the replay footage, the truth was revealed. Attempt
What a way
11.
to end
Nothing of
up.
interest happened. Very boring. I got lost for like 10 minutes and then Sydney died to a zombie way off screen. Attempt 12. A mesa spawn. You know what? I don't like mesa spawns.
I had no
Tobias,
idea what
fist
that was
fight?
about.
Yep.
Attempt 13. Trying to slow things down, I decided to build a nice house. Right under this house, the boys had found an iron vein and collected about 600 iron. I'll be honest, I got quite invested in this world. We had a house, a lot of resources, lots of food, but then Tristan entered the nether. On his own. Why would you do this, Tristan? You know I'm making a video, right? Like if you just die in the nether and then we have to restart and I get 0 footage from it. Just why?
Oh my god.
Why? Why? Attempt 14. A good classic.
Bruh, starting the game over 14 times. And we're only halfway through this video. I'm going to go ahead and say the number of attempts was 41. That's the number I'm going with. Okay? Because at some point, they got to start getting... I'm going to go 6 days, 41 attempts. That's what I'm doing.
Forest spawn. I could just tell, in this world, big things were on the way.
Twice I'll agree with you. I'm getting whimsical vibes from this.
So of course, we completed our checklist. Wood, check. Tools, check. Stone, check.
Martin, I can quit mining stone at any time, I swear. I'm not addicted to mining stone.
This big hill thing had a bunch of iron on it, so we collected it and turned it into armor. Amazingly, it had been 10 minutes and no one had died. Yet. The main group had split into a few smaller groups, some of whom had gone down mining. So I took the guys I was with and ventured down into the caves to find them. Down in the caves, we didn't find them. But we did find this. Deep dark.
Yeah.
Deep dark biomes are kind of spooky.
Oh fuck. I got blindness.
Make a sound
The obsidian.
and they'll hear. And if one of these guys shrieks a few too many times, well, we'll leave that for later.
They called it
This particular deep dark biome, we navigated around as carefully as possible, making sure not to trip any. Making sure not to trip any shriekers. We then found some of the other guys and were like, yeah, and turned around and left. On the surface, things had come along nicely. I would have loved to express this, but I didn't.
Into the
fucking with the
Your health back up.
Well,
it's
well, it's the red.
yeah.
yeah, that one.
Anyway, Sydney came back from the mines with a good bounty of obsidian, so we built a portal, and all went through. Now, believe me, I did not want to be here. The Nether is full of these guys, and worse of all, these guys. One wrong move by anyone, and all of our progress would be lost. We were here for blaze rods, and to find blaze rods, we'd have to find a fortress. So first things first, let's walk around in circles for 20 minutes and get lost.
Guys, I think we're lost.
We nearly fell a few times,
Oh my god!
but managed to find ourselves a
That was
warped
almost the
forest.
whole game.
Oh, okay, this is a good...
Biome.
There's a good spot for killing Enderman, actually.
Yes, Mart. It is a good spot for killing lots of Endermen. Like this.
Horrible sound. Miserable
On
mob.
me. Right, we got one.
Oh,
I
I
got
got
another.
one.
That's
Got
it.
one.
That's 14.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Okay, we have enough ender pearls. Let's get those blaze rods. We still hadn't found that nether fortress, which called for walking around in circles for another 20 minutes, so we walked around in circles for another 20 minutes.
I found a fortress.
You found a fortress.
Guys, I found a fortress. Yeah, right.
And would you look at that? A fortress.
Nice.
To get this far, it had taken us literally all day, and I was stressing the fuck out. On top of that, it was getting late, so we made our way back slowly and carefully to the nether portal, almost dying a few times in the process, and had a good old chill back at base. Tobias, the base master, had constructed quite the establishment. A nice house, some farmland, and a little chapel.
There's a zombie pigman at the church, guys.
Inshallah, he's finding God.
The world was going great. Tomorrow, we'd go to the stronghold and kill that ender dragon. And so, for the rest of the night, we fished.
Guys, ow, ow, ow! My arm's on a... Guys, my arm's on a cast.
I'm gonna...
But it ain't
I'm
broken.
I'm gonna...
We need Minecraft Bud Lights. shit just doesn't feel normal without it. It's not realistic. Because I'm not fucking hammered at fucking 1 o'clock on a Monday.
Look at us down there, having a good old time, just fishing, talking shit. All's well.
What is turkey bacon? Yo, turkey bacon's better than pork bacon. Listen, we don't eat pork. That's halal. All right, haram. My bad. We don't eat pork. That's haram. All right. That's swine. Put it down, chat. All right. I had a plant-based sausage at IHOP today. Fire.
Too well. This right here is Steven, a bit of a prankster, a jokester, and he's come up with an epic prank. If you reel someone in while you're above them, it shoots them up in the air. Very funny, Steven. But Steven, be careful. That's quite high up. It would sure be an awful, awful shame if...
Oh!
No! I would drive to Steven's house. Listen. Captain Falcon in his freaking car that you drive on Nintendo 64 couldn't have got to Steven's house faster than I would, okay? That boy would have been finished.
Oh my god.
Or was it Super Nintendo? Whatever game, whatever system that freaking thing was on, man. I had a plant-based sausage, man. Plant-based sausage.
Attempt 15. Ben beat up Steven. That was the attempt. And we ended the day on that note.
Got to jump that
Well,
man.
we got further than day one, but not by much. Well, day three, here we come. Day 3 started much the same as day 2, with plenty of abject failures. It seemed to me that getting a good run going was exceptionally difficult. From sneaky creepers, to surprise holes, to Tristan's TNT and Steven's rather unfortunate prank, things were looking grim.
falling off the hill. Like it was freaking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and they had that Ivan ooze. Only the real ones know about that scene, man. If you're not a real one, you don't know nothing about that.
And with that, day 4, attempt
What did I say?
29. At this,
Hey, I'm close. I said. What did I say? 4 days. Hold up. 6 days. 41 attempts. I don't remember what I said. What was my prediction, chat? Somebody let me know.
point, we were feeling a little spent. If we didn't win soon, everyone was going to lose interest. Attempt 29 was our first ever jungle spawn.
Jungle beats horror at me!
Well, I think you know the drill by now. Next to our jungle spawn was a vast desert, which we decided would be a great spot for our base. And even better, next to this great spot was this cool cave. So, you know, we did cave stuff for like half an hour.
It's safe enough.
Somebody about to fall down, bro.
Oh, no, it's not safe. It's not safe. Go back.
Once the cave stuff had been completed, I dug to the surface and searched for our base again. It didn't take long to find it, because of these.
Follow the TNT cock.
Back at base, my friend Sassy had found this most curious contraption.
Come on, man. Oh my god, he fell for the oldest trick in the book.
And what do you
can't get out
know?
of it? That's tough.
It was nether time. This time our nether team was smaller and more experienced. Nick had even brought his parrot.
This parrot, really fucking chill.
Our spawn in the nether, sucked. But once we dug our way out, we found this open area, and we found this bastion. Now, cast your mind back for me real quick. Remember how I was brutally assaulted by piglins during our practice runs? Well, yeah, that was inside a bastion. And the assaulters were these
We're
guys.
back again.
These guys are not normal piglins. They're piglin brutes. Naturally, I wanted nothing to do with this place. There was a warped...
I said 6 days, 41 attempts. Okay, we on track. 4 days, 29. That's 12 more attempts. 2 more days. I feel like I'm on track, man.
forest right next to this bastion, so while we murdered Endermen for their pearls, we just looked at it. Maybe there was something cool inside?
Say R.I.P. Perry.
Perhaps?
I got a good feeling there's a looting sword in that other chest.
Now sure, I wasn't that keen on going in, but look, exposed chests. Surely we could get something from it.
What's the point of killing the dragon if you're not even gonna do it with some Tims on, man?
That's crazy.
You know what, Sydney? You're right. What is the point of killing a dragon without Tims? We chose this chest as our target, snuck on up to it, and busted it open. Sydney was in fact rewarded with Tims, in the form of a Fortune 3 pickaxe. Nice. Once we'd collected our pearls and poked the bastion a bit more, it was fortress time. Now, the fortress itself, sure, it's dangerous, but the journey to get to the fortress was far dangerouser. Small holes everywhere, narrow passages over lava lakes, this horrible basalt biome, and sadly for Nick, his parrot was not up to the challenge.
Oh no! GG to
Oh
the
no,
Perry.
Nick's parrot died.
Aimlessly searching around in the nether is never a fun experience. Luckily, it didn't take that long for me to spot the corner of a nether fortress way off in the distance.
Guys, I found another fortress.
Reaching it was extremely treacherous.
Oh my god, how close I was just then.
But once we got there, collecting the blaze rods was simple and easy.
Oh, that's it. That's all we need. I have 6.
And with that, our nether travels were over.
Yes, sir.
Sydney had brought enough obsidian
That's
for a
gotta be
backup
the
portal,
hard
which he
part,
built, and we all went on through. We had travelled a fair distance in the nether, so our overworld portal plonked us a good 3,000 blocks away from base, in a cave. A good 3,000 blocks that we, of course, travelled. On our travels, Sydney found a goat horn. Nick found the sick horse, and I was stressing the fuck out. Could this be it? We had reached this point before, and you know, Steven had done his thing. This time, I wasn't taking any chances.
no, you can't play
Everyone
no
would be
games.
as stacked as possible. I made some preparations.
Marco,
The
what's
others
good?
got their supplies together, and our 12-strong group set out to find the stronghold. At night. With mobs everywhere. Just getting to the stronghold was quite the journey, and on that journey I was getting more stressed, and more stressed, and more stressed. If a single person pulled a silly one on us, all of this work would be for nothing. We maneuvered over the mountains, raced along the rivers, and before we knew it, the Ender Eyes were pointing backwards. Holy shit. Was this it? After 29 attempts, we could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Once I was certain we were in the right spot, we dug a staircase down, and what do you know? We were here. I could taste victory, and after a few minutes of searching, we found the portal room. But we still weren't ready. I wanted everyone to have enchanted gear, and strongholds have libraries filled with bookcases, ideal for enchanting. So, we set off to find the library. And this is where it all came apart. You see, we had made the crucial mistake of leaving the portal room unguarded. Only for about a minute, but that's all it took. Now sure, you might say, what do you mean unguarded? Tristan and Steven are right there to deal with any threats.
They're putting...
No.
Yo, if I had somebody on my team sabotaging the run, especially after... There's got to be at least some hours of work on day 3, day 4, some hours of work. And you made me lose that? Oh, boy. You're done, big fella. You are done.
Tristan and Steven were not dealing with any threats. Tristan and Steven
We're dealing with each other.
are the threats. When I came back into the portal room, there was a lot of very suspicious giggling. And a mysterious button in the ceiling. Lots of giggling and a mysterious ceiling button. Pressing this button seemed like a really bad idea.
Exactly.
This deductive reasoning, however, eluded
Pause
a
the
particular member of our group.
AK-47s, Mac 11s, Glocks, and 9s. I got... Y'all finish that. Finish that. If you know the words, finish it. Insanity. Insanity.
Day 5. As the sun set on our 4th day, our weary bodies and shattered souls bore the weight of countless failures. Our eyes, once filled with determination, now reflect the scars of disappointment. The wounds of defeat etch their mark of blah 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 blah. Anyway, today was day 5, and we had reached attempt 30. We began attempt 30 marooned in the middle of this vast desert, an entire world of sand. Seeing as there weren't any trees, we had no choice but to pick a direction at random and start walking.
Oh my god.
10 seconds of walking later, a village appeared on the horizon. With extreme efficiency, we ransacked all their houses, stole all their beds, beat their iron golem to death, and left, refusing to elaborate any further. This village, sucked. So we headed off deeper into the sandy abyss in search of supplies. Roughly 5 minutes of searching later, we found an oasis and another village. These fellas had clearly spent their entire lives working the farms, amassing themselves an impressive supply of wheat. Naturally, we stole all of their wheat, and I stole a dead bush.
Cactus, clay,
Now, chat. The actions that happen on Minecraft are very reminiscent of the real world that we live in, okay? I'm not going to get too deep into that, but you could do it with that information as you would like to do.
dead. Guys, I have a dead bush in my inventory. Stay mad. I have a rare item.
As nighttime rolled in, bringing with it this incredible aurora, we stuck down our pilfered beds and had a wonderful night's sleep. Nick had gone off on some travels and discovered a 3rd village in the desert. So of course, we traveled to the 3rd village in the desert.
Oh, Sydney, you want to see this cool trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, throw your pickaxe on the cactus and it turns into a diamond pickaxe.
Don't do it.
Steve's just not at the village, is he? He just fucking isn't.
Wait, what happened to
Oh,
it?
it broke it?
This village had a good vibe to it. I liked the cut of its jib, so we bestowed upon it our greatest honour of stealing everything, kicking out the villagers, and living there ourselves. We chose this wonderful tower as our headquarters and expanded the top of it to accommodate our needs. Like a cactus. That's really big. But I almost died.
Oh my god.
Okay, we had a base. Now, to the mines. Beneath the village was a network of flooded caves, rich in iron, coal, lapis, and glow squids.
Yes,
Once
sir.
again, our trusty doors made themselves immensely useful. Deeper into the cave, we got iron, got diamonds, and got obsidian. Well, that's enough mining. Back to base. Back at base, we got straight to it, built the nether portal, and went on through. Much like our big desert biome in the overworld, our nether portal spawned us near a huge basalt delta, resulting in one of the coolest nethers I've ever seen. So, we got to work. I chose a direction and we started traversing over the basalt. It was definitely cool looking, but traversing over it was dangerous and a huge pain. Luckily, the fortress was very close. Once we'd reached our blaze rod quota, we traversed back over the basalt and to the warped forest for our mandatory pearl farming session. This time, we remembered the boat method. What is the boat method? This.
Okay.
Fucking idiot. Absolute fool. If someone's trying to attack you, you just throw a boat down and then they get stuck in the boat. They're like, oh!
Simply just throw a canoe at them.
Once we had thrown sufficient canoes at the local Enderman population and fulfilled our pearl quota, it was time for a graceful exit.
Throwing a boat
Well, as
down
graceful
and
as one could be
jumping
while being
everybody.
chased by a mob of pissed off zombified victims, courtesy of Sydney's questionable diplomatic abilities. Alright gents, it's showtime. Back at base, zero dilly-dallying took place. Well, except for placing all this glowstone for some reason. We collected our things, and before we knew it, it was stronghold time. I threw the first ender eye, and we set off. The desert was big, but we reached the end of it pretty quickly, which gave way to a warm ocean, its floor covered in sea pickles.
Look at all those sea pickles down there, man.
Honestly, just
Oh,
leave them.
I'm fucking out fiend for a sea pickle right now.
We traveled the seas, through forests and jungles, leaving a mark. And before we knew it, the eyes were pointing down.
Straight down.
It was time. We tunneled down, found the stronghold, found the portal room, and found the library for enchanting our items. Before jumping in, I gave the boys a rousing speech.
Alright, the hype speech
blustering
is, this Ender Dragon, we're gonna beat its ass.
He's a fucking putrid dog, bro.
Placed the eyes into the portal, and we jumped on through.
Bro, they were this close to the end last time.
Our strategy was simple. Water. Lots and lots of water.
Yeah, he's coming down, he's coming down, he's coming down, he's coming down.
Where do we go? Do we go in the middle here?
From behind the dragon. Yeah, get out.
Watch out for the dragon.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my god. Oh my god! Sydney!
Oh, that boy laughing.
Hit his ass!
Hold up, did he just die? He didn't die from that? Interesting, interesting.
Where are you, ID?
What? 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 Ah, shit.
Boy, I would be. What the heck? How the heck did this happen? My freaking mic just fell off the stand. Anyway, I gotta screw this back on after this video. But look, as it's standing here, listen, if that happened to me, chat, I would have lost it. All right? Nobody in this house speak to me. I'm gonna need to go find something to eat before I go off. I'm going off, chat. Martin, you're a better man than me, okay? Because if anybody, like, look, if I had a snack in the fridge and I went there and somebody ate it, I'm going to jail, all right? Possibly for the rest of my life. I'm not going to tell you what crime I'm going to commit, but just know I'm going to be in that jail forever, all right?